And right ahead is Wichita Stonehenge. Let's go have a look. By the way, this is a very ancient site.
Hey, I see some tile work over here.
Yes, let's check it out.
All right, now it's time to give up the camera, bud.
And what you're actually looking at here is a star map in the tradition of the local Native Americans. Why don't we inspect the ground here? This is a dedication stone, very symbolic. And as you can see, all of this has an astronomical meaning to it. These standing stones structure a technologically accurate astronomical observatory. Very similar to the local Native American beliefs that the Earth is divided into 4 parts, which is earth, wind, fire, and water. And in the same way, this is divided into the 4 seasons here, and it's charted. It's absolutely remarkable. I really love this stone here. As you can see, this is the symbol of Wichita, which is the 4 seasons, also earth, wind, fire, and water. The stars in the sky had great meaning to the people of Wichita because they believed that the original people were stars in the heavens that came down to earth, and this is where they made their home, at the connection of the Arkansas and Little Arkansas rivers, and that the people of Wichita once again return to the sky, return to their celestial home in space. Each one of them is a person in the sky.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Wichita, a large city located in south central Kansas. Wichita is a Native American word that means big platform. And this is a very accurate description for the town, as it's very flat and spread out. Did you know that Wichita has over 100 miles of walking paths? The most famous of which is the Riverwalk, a lovely sidewalk road on both sides of the Arkansas River, which gently flows through town. Bicycles and scooters are welcome. And in the summertime, people even take gondola rides along the river. And there's also fun family attractions there too, like Botanica Gardens, a theme park filled with flowers and fountains. Exploration Place, which is a science and discovery museum for children. And the Wichita Art Museum, with multiple galleries of world-class paintings and sculptures. Also by the river is the Century 2 Plaza Performing Arts Center, an incredible circle-shaped auditorium which houses the Wichita Symphony Orchestra and the Wichita Musical Theater. And if you like minor league baseball and hockey, why not check out the Wichita Wind Surge and the Wichita Thunder for some Friday night excitement. If you're interested in shopping, I have great news for you. Just to the side of the river is downtown Wichita, with great shops like the Spice Merchant, the Gilded Cookie Sweet Shop, Urban Interiors, and Espresso to Go-Go. And on the other side of the river is a more vintage and more relaxed part of downtown called Delano District, which also has great shops like Spectrum Music Store, the Bike Exchange Bicycle Shop, and Hatman Jack's Hat Works. I actually happened to meet Hatman Jack a few years back. People say he's a curmudgeonly fellow, but I thought he was perfectly nice. But be warned, Delano is said to be a haunted district. You see, between 1872 and 1881, Wichita was the terminus point of the Chisholm Trail cattle drive from Texas. And the Delano district was full of saloons and gambling halls for cowboys to blow off steam after the cattle drive. And many gun battles occurred there, including one night when a dance hall owner named Rowdy Joe Lowe ran up with guns blazing at another bar owner named Redbeard. Well, Rowdy Joe and Redbeard are said to be spirits now, floating around the city square of Delano. Also haunting the neighborhood is Rowdy Joe's wife, Rowdy Kate, who frightens customers at the Perfect Touch Salon at 535 West Douglas. Numerous witnesses have seen a woman in 1800s dance attire looking down the stairs at them, and also the smell of strong perfume. Another spirited spot is the Central Plains Novelty Store, a magician shop at 905 West Douglas, where the rabbit in the hat seems to have taken control of the magic wand. For years there were stories of items flying off the shelves and devilish laughter coming from around corners. Mwahaha. That's not supposed to happen. Perhaps the spookiest place of all is the Leslie Coffee Company at 930 West Douglas Suite A, serving excellent Java, muffins, and crumb cake. It's located in a peculiar building erected in 1901 by the Independent Order of Odd Fellows, a strange and secretive club that had their meeting room there, and now it's an activity venue for the neighborhood. Right across the bridge from Delano, facing the Century 2 Event Center, is what many people consider the most haunted place in Wichita. The old Broadview Hotel, a grand and luxurious brick building constructed in 1922 and currently celebrating its 100-year anniversary. They say that back in the 1920s, a wild and unruly guest named Clarence was having such a wild party that in a fit of mania, he leapt out of a window and plummeted to the street traffic below. Well, Clarence is the hotel's ghost now, famous for his incorrigible behavior, doing things like shoving luggage off of beds, making chairs fall over, and even slamming doors when he gets grumpy. He's even been on TV shows and is considered to be a very zany ghost. In 2011, the Broadview was purchased by the Drury family of hotels and is now called the Drury Plaza Hotel, and it's even more illustrious than ever. The original 1922 chandeliers and ornamental features of the grand lobby have been completely restored to their original glory. And in the Crystal Ballroom, a one-of-a-kind mosaic mural by famous Kiowa Comanche artist Black Bear has been carefully preserved and protected too. The word Drury in Old English means friendship token. And this is a very fitting name for this wonderful hotel because the beautiful plaza area alongside the river is in view of Wichita's most important symbol of friendship, the Keeper of the Plains, a 45-foot tall metal statue which sits at the confluence of the Arkansas and Little Arkansas rivers, atop a mighty stone edifice in front of a waterfall. This incredible statue of a Native American giving thanks is not only a symbol of Wichita's gratitude and welcoming spirit, it's also a tribute to the village of teepees which once lined this river many centuries ago. And some believe that echoes from that time still exist here today. You see, there's been tourists going down the Riverwalk at night who say they have seen spirit warriors appear out of thin air. Others too have heard drums in the woods along the river, wind instruments playing music, and even seen what looks like campfires on the cliffside. Well, this weekend we're going to be investigating some of these mysteries. So please join us along the Riverwalk today. And we hope you'll also be along with us as we check into the Drury Plaza Hotel to investigate tonight's ghost mystery also. And we're very happy to have you here. Thanks for coming along.
All right, just doing a camera check here. Here we are in the Delano district of downtown Wichita. There's a man on a buggy. Well, you ready to do some exploring downtown here?
Welcome to the Delano neighborhood in central Wichita, everyone. Today we're doing a little window shopping.
Bloke, uncommon goods for the modern man. Oh wow, cool stuff. Yokohama ramen joint. Not a sushi guy, but yakisoba noodles. Those with some butter on them. Man, you we're talking about some good food. French
Do
bread.
they have butter at Japanese restaurants?
Oh yeah.
What corner is this? This looks like it would be a famous intersection.
This is the Delano Clock Tower.
Who's Delano?
We got some bread and butter.
Okay.
Hey, here's some cool hats for you. When the cars are done, I want to walk over to the tower here.
Okay.
But I'll just let you take me over there.
Okay.
Look at this magnificent clock piece and roundabout. Amazing to think that we're standing at the apex of the legendary Chisholm Trail.
Hey, there's a time capsule over here too.
Oh.
Time capsule, right?
Oh my gosh, it's almost 20 years ago already.
And it's been over 150 years ago since Wichita was founded.
It really is incredible to imagine. Over 130 years ago, this spot we're standing in was at the epicenter of wagon trains, cattle drives, and cowboys and saloons. Fast forward to the 21st century, it's now an easygoing, relaxed, and fun shopping area. We're so glad to be here in Delano this weekend.
Oh, cafe! Oh, is it closed on Sunday too? My goodness! Mexico Cafe Delano. Yeah, pizza's here too.
Planet subs. Hey, this is a really cool place. It's called Sweet and Saucy. It's like a candy person's dream.
Milk float, I wonder what that is. All right, here we are at Picasso's Pizzeria and Pub. Hey, maybe we should go in and check it out. Here we are at Picasso's.
Fun! Okay, so how long has Picasso been here, you know?
I've actually never been to Picasso's. The first time I've seen it.
$2 beer.
Cool.
The arcade games.
Cool. Sounds like a great place. Thank you.
What a discovery to find Picasso's Pizzeria here. Awesome place, arcade games, sports on TV, and some of the greatest pizza you can imagine. I think we may have found our new weekend hangout.
Man, this is my kind of pizza place.
Oh my gosh. Me too.
The pizza slice on the door is about big. Yeah. It's about half this. Yeah. You got the Picasso special here. And boy, it's the giant size one. You almost feel like you're a house cat looking at. That's what it feels like to be a cat standing on the table looking at the pizza.
Oh my gosh, this is one slice.
That's what it feels like when you're a baby and you're at the table and you're looking at a pizza. Oh my goodness, it's so big.
Which one did you get? What is this one?
Well, this is taco pizza.
Okay.
And it comes with salsa and sour cream.
Delicious.
And here we have the kitchen sink, which they just say, throw all the ingredients on this one. Love Picasso's. Love Picasso's pizza.
This space reminds you of someone. Look at this space.
Looks like you made a new friend there.
Feed him some greens. Okay.
Looks like you made a new friend for the weekend.
Well, everyone, just up the river from Delano Shopping District is the Wichita Art Museum. Our detective cases brought us here because this museum is geographically at the center of all the legends along the river. And we're coming here to look for clues.
There's something about that pizza that not my stomach.
Oh, it does. You know what? You really start to appreciate the air conditioning of a building like that.
Yep.
Once you step outside. We still have some figuring out to do. Now you're in charge of map duty here.
We're here.
Great. Beginning here near the entrance, we will proceed thusly over this way. First we'll visit this gallery and go through that corridor over there. Come down through this cubby hole. Go down those stairs. Bada bing, bada boom. Yep. Yep, we've got the whole layout here. This map will come in very handy in our exploration today. And I think the first segment of our exploration begins this way. Are you ready for takeoff? Now don't forget, we have the second floor here on the back of the map. There we go. So we have multiple levels to cover here. Yes, we're in the Great Hall right now. Well, let's go. Oh wow, look at that.
Beautiful.
A painting of cumulus clouds. Oh, I really like that. Yes, a million little brush strokes. Look how tiny those trees down there look. Imagine this in your living room. Wow. Tiny trees compared to these clouds.
Oh, we walked through the gallery entrance, which was there. So we walked there.
Upon entering the art museum, we've already seen such amazing sights, including a baby grand piano in the exhibit hall. But nothing could prepare us for what would come next. Buckle in for this ride.
It almost looks like a house made of candy and gingerbread. And we have some crystalware pieces over here too. Wow. No. Oh, I really like this. Look at that horse. Oh! Some very fun pots. A teapot with a hunting dog on it.
Imagine using this cup for breakfast for some tea.
Yes, these are crazy cups.
The purple glass is very unique. Kind of awesome. These bowls are cool. This is
Wow.
interesting. Yes, these little bowls are
So unique.
it's like a condensed version of the piece we saw at the beginning of the tour.
Look at these over here.
On my back. You don't know how to
Is that a penguin on top?
It is.
Oh my goodness.
relax.
It's like a penguin walking around his planet.
It's called Willie's World.
Willie's World. I like this one. The penguin is Chilly Willy.
Yes. Chilly Willy.
This one has a duck on top. My goodness, look at that duck. Now what is this? Some sort of snowball?
Stop, stop,
Oh my
stop,
goodness.
stop. Stop, stop, stop,
My, what is that? It almost looks like a snowman.
stop, stop,
I suppose it's a teapot, but have you ever seen anything that shape? What are these, more teapots? Oh, I do like that color pattern. Yes, these are beautifully painted, but such odd shapes. Why, there's another duck. Look at that. Why, what is that, a carrot or a car? Well, the other one looks like a zucchini car. Look, I like modern art just as much as the next Joe, but some of this is getting a little carried away. I don't know what to think. What is that thing? Some sort of kitchen cabinet? Oh my goodness, what is gonna be down this gallery here? Oh, now I do like these paintings. Yes, these are Western scenes painted by the famous artist Charles Russell. Look at that buffalo herd. Oh, I'd love to have a painting like that in my home. Yes, these are probably my favorite in the entire gallery. Look at that beautiful horse with the saddle. Now, what's going to be in this hall? Oh, I like these flower pictures too. Yes, these are beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at that beautiful white bird flying over the river. That looks just like the Arkansas River we've been walking down. I remember one day, Julianna and I were going down the river walking. A giant white bird, just like that one, started walking next to us. I think it was a heron. It was almost 2 feet tall, and it just started walking along with us. Oh my goodness, look at that skull. This is a scary gallery. Here. Oh, and there's a scene from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Oh, this is giving me an idea. And this is a scene from A Christmas Carol. Yes, I'm having a theory now. Now, this gallery, stories, it's about people's identities, pictures that tell stories without words. And these paintings are very personal.
It's like when you watch Rocco's Modern Life.
It is. This is kind of pop art.
Yeah.
Kind of zany. Almost has a beatnik feel to it.
The original Wichita Art Museum was opened in 1935, and the amazing building we're exploring now was constructed in the 1970s, and then further improved in 2003. The museum is a major attraction for thousands of tourists every year. Perhaps the most famous artist of the city is the renowned Native American painter and sculptor Black Bear Boson. Black Bear's innovative style and amazing use of colors have uplifted and brought joy to thousands. He was also instrumental in helping found the Mid-America Indian Center of Wichita, an educational activity forum which teaches the message of peace and happiness and harmony through the medium of art. In his old age, Black Bear worked for months to provide one last gift to the city, the Keeper of the Plains Monument, a vanguard of joy and hopefulness and inclusiveness for all people. And Wichita has embraced these aspirations with the official city logo, a red, white, and blue flag with Native American stitching at the center. The symbol is a Native American word which means home.
Wichita Art Museum. Wham!
Yep. And you got a special souvenir today. Cool t-shirt.
These are artists.
Famous women artists.
Famous women artists.
Hey, great souvenir.
Yes. Excellent souvenir.
Good pajama shirt.
Good pajama shirt.
Well, I think we've covered the second story pretty well here, but more exploring to do. I think we go down to this area. Find a way out.
You tricked me, buddy. You're supposed to like plain cheesecake.
I do like plain cheesecake. Yep. It's a New York thing. Sometimes you gotta go with the strawberry jam though. Tricked you so that I could have double.
We have a mystery to solve here.
We'll get back to the mystery in a little while after I finish my dessert.
That is the mystery. What happened to it?
And then Mystery City. I just gotta finish my dessert and then it's Mystery
here's
Town.
Mine, and here's yours. What happened to the rest of it?
Well, I'm just making sure it's not poisoned. Quick dessert break and then back to the investigation.
What is the name of this cafe?
This is the Museum Cafe. We love it here.
Oh goodness, what a journey through the world of modern art this has been. And as much as we've been captivated by all the paintings and statues and objects we've seen here, we may have also gotten some important background context for the unsolved case we're working on. You see, the Wichita Art Museum is right up the river from the Drury Plaza Hotel, which we will be doing a ghost investigation at this evening. Many of the guests who have stayed there and say that the hotel is haunted are tourists to the city who naturally would have been visiting the art museum also. Is it possible that some of these strange and unusual pieces of art they have seen here could have given them strange dreams later back at the hotel that night? When we saw the painting of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, this theory occurred to us. And also seeing the feverish night dreams of the painting of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Just a theory for now, but we may be getting somewhere. And now begins our weekend mission of exploring and investigating the Drury Plaza Hotel. How exciting! How exciting! Originally called the Broadview Hotel, this 8-story tall building had its heyday in the roaring 20s and had such famous guests as Charles Lindbergh and Al Capone. There is, of course, the Crystal Ballroom with its magnificent chandeliers, the plaza grounds themselves with colorful flowers, a gazebo, benches for overlooking the river, and a rooftop promenade for dining and dancing, popular in the 1920s. And it's said that on one fateful evening, a crazed guest named Clarence leapt from the top of the building and went soaring over the city lights below. You would think that Clarence might be a dangerous ghost, but by all accounts, he's quite wacky. Even the staff talks about how silly he is. He likes pulling funny pranks like pushing all the buttons on the elevator, or dressing up like a bellhop and following guests to their room, and then the guests find out later that there is no bellhop. Well, who was that then? Guests have also commented about hearing wild partying and laughter coming from the ballroom at night, only to find out from the desk clerk that there was no party in the ballroom. Well, then where was that noise coming from?
I guess we can get in these elevators right here.
Terrific. By the way, people have heard a ghost talking in this elevator. Spooky.
Going up, doctor.
Hey, top floor.
Let's do it.
You're headed for the top floor.
It's doing good.
Hey.
You gotta get the picture of me with myself.
Ah, how exciting to be on the top level of this legendary 100-year-old hotel. And I think this is your room here.
So awesome! Oh my gosh. I am so happy about this. Wow. Wow.
Yes, we have a lovely view of the river here. How'd you like to get in that little boat right down there?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready to paddle around. Hey! Those are my favorite parts. It's like when you get to jump into the pool when you're a kid. When you're an adult, it's just all about jumping into the bed.
Pretending the bed is a swimming pool, huh?
You can see a big church from here.
Oh, wow.
Look at this.
There is, I believe that's called the Riverwalk Church because we have the Riverwalk right along the water side here that goes through the center of Wichita. And maybe we could take a tour of the river later this evening. What do you think?
I like that.
But right now we have to do some investigating because
What's going on?
they say there is a ghost in this hotel. And so we have brought some equipment. And we're gonna be doing some ghost investigating this evening. So we may have to set up some traps for them, but we're going to investigate this hotel, investigate the property, investigate the entire area until we find out what's behind the ghost stories here.
Do you have a name of the ghost?
Yep, his name is Clarence. And he either pretends he's a bellhop here or thinks that he's a bellhop here. His name is Clarence and he likes to get into people's rooms. And what Clarence the Ghost is most famous for is moving people's luggage. He gets into people's luggage, tears through their belongings. It's been reported over and over again. It's something that's recurring, and the people that work here say, well, Clarence did that.
Huh.
Clarence the Ghost.
Interesting.
It is interesting, but also a little disturbing when you think about a ghost getting into your belongings. All right, current detective case, we're going to be exploring and investigating all parameters of this hotel in search of the ghost named Clarence. And as a refresher, we will be using the thermo imaging gun. I'm just gonna reinitiate this gun here.
My goodness, we put brand new Energizer batteries in this before leaving. This is a real oddity.
And it's not working for whatever reason at the moment. I'm not gonna let it hinder our evening.
Okay.
And we're just gonna go.
Okay.
And thank you for your
Of
patience.
course. These things
I have
happen to
you.
ghost investigators all the time.
It does, and you know what? I have you, that's all I need.
Thank you. And I'm ready to go.
All right, we are going to continue our search of the building. We're after Clarence the Ghost. We want to find him. We want to find out what's going on. Look, this hotel has been haunted for a long time. We're talking about a 100-year deal here of ghosts in this hotel. And so we're going to be just searching the whole area here. This hotel takes up a one city block area. And so we have a huge investigation in store here, and we are going to get to the bottom of it.
You know, for weeks now, we've been researching online, reading all sorts of stories about Clarence, the Drury Hotel haunter. He really thinks he's the ghost with the most. Well, we'll see about that. Now, let's begin this case.
Right, we're gonna be looking around and trying to find out if there's any ghosts moving up and down the hallway, if there's any doors swinging open, if there's anyone trying to pull a rug out. Yeah, let's go down this way. Oh! We heard some noises.
For a moment, I was wondering if that was Clarence.
The corner of Douglas Market, looking south and west Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Douglas and Market, yes, I've been right there before.
Now we came down this direction because we thought we heard something around the corner. It almost sounded like a clinking noise.
I didn't notice that steeple on that church. That's a big one.
Oh,
Ice machine.
it got us. For a moment, I thought that was Clarence the ghost. And it turned out to be the ice machine. We had a scare here for a moment. I heard a very loud noise, but it turned out to be a machine. And here we are.
6.
Going nine. Going up.
Yes, we thought we heard something coming from the end of this long hallway, but couldn't figure out what it was. It was like a sudden clickety-clack noise. It could have been Clarence or an ice maker.
Here we are. Wow, look at that little man on a scooter. There's a little man on a scooter going by.
Really taking off.
Little man's cooking.
My goodness, this case is proving to be more wily than we ever imagined. And let me tell you, chasing a ghost up and down elevators and running down hallways can be exasperating. It seems like Clarence the ghost is always one step ahead, outfoxing us every time. Well, he's been doing this 100 years. We've been on this case one day. But maybe it's time to take a different approach to this mystery. I think right now it's time to step outside the matrix and start playing some 3D chess. What you're looking at now is the interurban travel tube between the Drury Plaza Hotel and the parking garage across the street. We came out here for an overview of the city. Isn't it so nice how you can look over the street here? And in the process, we may have stumbled upon one of the biggest cracks in the case. We couldn't help notice that someone unloading luggage from their car and taking it up to the room propped open the interior door with a doorstop. And then they were swinging the travel port's hatch door open again and again, causing suction to go in and out of the hotel hallway. It's like a giant wind tunnel, vacuuming air pressure from inside to outside. If someone's room door was open at all, this effect could cause it to slam shut, or even bathroom doors to slam shut. Just like they say, an invisible ghost slams doors in this hotel. We also discovered walking around that the Drury Hotel has an indoor pool in the middle of the building, unlike so many other hotels that have outdoor pools. And that the sound of playing and laughter seems to fit the description of a 1920s ghost parties, echoing from the hotel's empty ballroom. It's not coming from the ballroom, it's coming from the pool. In reality, it may not be ghosts at all, it's just regular guests having fun. Also, walking around this wonderful hotel, it's easy to forget the building is over 100 years old. It makes you wonder if some of the electric system could also be quite antique. Old breaker boxes switching on and off down in the basement. Could this be why TVs suddenly turn themselves off and on, and lights flicker from time to time? Upon a full investigation of this hotel, it seems very well that there may be more history at work here than hauntings.
Well, here's to working on the clues.
Yeah, I see you're doing a lot of work on those clues. Some detective. I'm gonna start calling you Happy Hour Detective.
Hey!
That's a good name for you, Happy Hour Detective. Never miss a case. And here we are at Sabor.
No, I love Sabor.
Oh, I love Sabor too. Yes, this is a Latin bar and grill. And we love it here.
Hummus starter, and I'm gonna add chicken, and that's gonna be mine.
Oh, really? Wow. I think I might go with the taco plate.
Oh, now which tacos are you gonna get?
Well, what would you recommend?
You have to either go grouper or skirt steak. I leave the choice up to you.
I know what that is. Now, what is grilled skirt steak?
It
You're gonna make
is
something
like
up now.
no, it's like it's like the carne asada steak
Oh,
almost.
wow.
Yes.
Carne asada, huh?
Yes.
Hey, not too bad. Queso and chips is always a good way to
So good.
get. So many exciting choices.
Yes.
Surprised you didn't get the beef picadillo.
Where's that at? Beef Picadillo.
They're Sabor specialties. Hey, you're not supposed to be recording this. Well, okay, I busted. I did get the strawberry margarita. But who does that belong to? Party
It said
here.
buy one, get one free.
It said half price. It's not exactly. Very happy about that. You know, we have to remember this for Sundays. This is a great place to come on Sunday evenings.
That's true. That's a good point. Happy hour on a Sunday is not usual.
Well, you don't think of it. You don't think of it, but this is a great Sunday place to go. Especially in the summertime. It feels, the shade here feels so good. How do you feel that breeze? I love summer evenings. I really do. Surprised you didn't bring your swimming suit. Hey, what happened to the dancing?
This is to be beef.
Hey.
The camera gets out of me and goes,
I
good
need
luck.
to get a sombrero for you.
Like having a margarita here and having this music on and
So you like this boogie music, huh? You think this is Cuban inspired?
absolutely is.
Because of the black bean
The black bean served
topping
over the
here.
rice.
And also a lot of seafood on the menu. I love the red peppers and onions on here.
Absolutely.
And a pepper on top, nice touch. A peppercini.
Oh my
And-
gosh, green olives.
Well, you have the hummus dish.
Yes.
This looks wonderful. And you have a mixture of chips and pita strips. Of course. And I want to share mine with you. That's the most important thing for me. I want to share. I really want you to have half of this. I'm serious. And how is that hummus?
So good.
I almost wish I'd... You know how to order. That's the thing about you. I almost wish I'd gotten that.
So delicious. What do you think?
Is that avocado hummus?
Yes,
It's almost like guacamole. It's almost like guacamole, but I think we hit the jackpot this dinner. I love these tacos. One of these is for you, though. I will have one, and you will have one. But I'm an onions and peppers person. Some people, they can't get rid of onions fast enough. That's me. But you are very good at ordering. So congrats on that. Sabor. Great happy hour here.
Absolutely. Great food, great drinks. Mwah.
Among the many stores you will find in the Delano neighborhood are wonderful gift shops like Bungalow 26, Ribbon Chateau, and the Vortex Souvenir Shop. And great places to pick up gear like Sneakers Incorporated and All Things Hype Clothing Store. Two of our best recommendations happen to be Asian cafes, Sakura's Japanese Cuisine, and Yokohama Ramen Joint. And for dessert, stop into Milk Float Ice Cream Shop.
Oh, it got us. For a moment, I thought that was Clarence the Ghost. And it turned out to be the ice machine.
It really is unbelievable how the Drury Plaza Hotel came to mean so much to us in one weekend. This doesn't seem like an old building anymore. It
almost feels like our new home.
And I believe it's to the right over here. It's raining a little bit. Let's go anyway. We have a few raindrops outside. Oh my goodness. Kind of a surprise rain here. It's okay.
Dark storm clouds on the horizon can sometimes be foreboding, but something about this warm summer rain almost seemed inviting, as if to say, come further down the river.
Let's go for it anyway. We might get a few sprinkles. We'll be all right.
We hope you enjoy this walk through the Drury Plaza Hotel grounds as much as we do. And also, a special thanks to the caretakers of this plaza for making it so wonderful for visitors.
There's actually two rivers here, the Arkansas and the Little Arkansas, which converge right down this path. Would you like to see?
Yes.
Isn't it beautiful how the water shimmers in the evening? It almost has a metal silver look to it, doesn't it?
The Arkansas River is a tributary of the Mississippi River. It's 1,400 miles long, and it's the sixth longest river in the United States. Beginning in the snowmelt of the Colorado Mountains, it flows east, mostly through Kansas, and then winds through Oklahoma before reaching its ultimate end at Napoleon, Arkansas. I really do love this gazebo area by the river here.
This night was made for you.
This night has been made special by you, and I can't thank you enough. You being here is what has made my weekend special, and this evening special. Would you like to come down a little farther?
Yes.
Let's go this way.
I feel like Donald Duck in these.
Hey, you're not Donald Duck, man.
I feel like Donald Duck in these shoes.
Not even close. Just up the river a little ways here is a very special spot for us. Not too far from here is where we were actually married.
That's the best part of the story.
Yes, just ahead is an area of steps by the waterfall, which is very meaningful to us because our wedding was held here. It was a traditional Native American ceremony called the Sacred Song. This river's edge will always hold great significance for us, not only because of its grandeur, peacefulness, and magic aura, but because of the great and irreplaceable memories of that day.
And up ahead is a very special place for us. It's called the Keeper of the Plains. And you may remember, we actually had our wedding here. It's a very special island right here on the river.
By the way, the stone cliff the keeper stands on rises 25 feet above the water, making the keeper statue soar over 70 feet in the air.
Oh, there we go. We're now approaching what is called the fire ceremony. And it's a nightly ritual here in downtown Wichita to honor the spirit of Wichita and the history of Wichita and the happiness and the hope that is so special to everyone that's here. And let's go up this way. Here, come with me. We're gonna cross this bridge now.
The long bridge spanning the river leads to a craggy peninsula called the Keeper's Plaza. a storyboard area telling the native history of the ancient land of Wichita, which later became the city of Wichita. Standing here, we realize the tourists on the Riverwalk who said they saw distant campfires and teepees on the riverside, they were not just dreaming it, it was all real. There's even loudspeakers playing traditional flute and drum music here, and that's what people were hearing and seeing. And I don't think the stories of ghost warriors appearing are a hallucination either. Right down this walking path may be the final clue that puts this puzzle together. Let's go have a look.
You see the steam coming through the cracks. It's from the mechanism beneath.
If you look close here, you'll see vapors of steam rising from the sidewalk. Look at that.
I don't know if you can see there's steam. It is almost like a ghost.
The lights of Keepers Plaza are generated by the waterfall, and steam comes rising up from the mechanisms beneath the sidewalk.
If you were walking through here at night, it looks like a ghost or a spirit. It's like a place where spirits live.
I'm very glad to be here. My goodness, what a journey we've been on today. And what an incredible detective case we had to solve along the way. And incidentally, I think we've gotten to the bottom of some of these mysteries along the Riverwalk. After visiting the Delano neighborhood, some of the stories we heard about the ghosts there sound like tall tales. The hijinks of Rowdy Joe and his friends being told and retold over a century and a half may have turned them into folktale characters like Pecos Bill or Johnny Appleseed. Furthermore, the startled and bewildered people going down the Riverwalk at night who thought they were witnessing an ancient ghost village on the river's peninsula may not have realized that they were seeing the Keepers Plaza with its authentic recreation of teepees, drum circles, and campfires. We may too have finally solved the long-standing mystery of Clarence the Ghost. In our experience, the noises we heard coming down the frightful hallway turned out to be an automatic ice machine. And the rattling of doors may be caused by a swift breeze coming through the hotel's sky bridge. Sorry, Clarence. Although Clarence the Ghost may be disagreeing with this right now, he may say, "Hey, you're trying to bust my bubble gum." Well, you know what? We love being here at Drury Plaza Hotel. And we can't wait to come back. Not because we're worried about finding a ghost here, but because we just happen to like it here. We cannot recommend this hotel enough. It's wonderful. The beautiful grounds, the landscaping. The parlor is majestic. And by the way, on the second story, they have a martini bar for happy hour. Please come visit the Drury Plaza Hotel. You will love it. You will love staying here. And thanks for joining us on this video. Have a great night, everyone.